So in today's class we are going to start with a new chapter, that is bills of exchange. We have few more problems to do in the rectification chapter. We'll do it in the next class. Now I am going to give you the introduction about bills of exchange. We have already come across this topic before. Can anyone tell me what is bills of exchange? Yes, anyone? Bills of exchange. Nobody? Pranav, can you tell me something about bills of exchange?
Buy something from the seller. The bill of exchange.
Yeah, you know it. Okay, I'll explain. Listen. Okay, so we have two people, A and B. A is the seller. Okay, A is the seller and B is the buyer. Now, this B want to purchase goods on credit from A. Okay, he is going to make credit purchase from A. What should A do now? Should he reject the sales? A is a seller, B is a buyer. B wants to buy something from A, some goods from A. But B doesn't have money. That's why he is going to purchase it on credit. So I am asking you, what should A, the seller, do now? Should he give him the goods on credit or reject this particular sales? What is your opinion? Anish, what is your opinion? Should he reject it?
No, then
No. Why?
we can give goods on credit.
He can give the goods on credit. That is, he can sell the goods on credit and one day definitely he'll get the money. Yes, it is on credit. So why should he lose his business? Anyway, his goods are getting sold. Okay. So A agrees. Okay, I will give you goods on credit, Mr. B. But how will I trust you? Correct? How will the seller trust B? So, for that, A will prepare a document. Okay? A will prepare a document, and in that document it will be clearly mentioned that Mr. B has purchased these many goods from A for this much price, the amount. Am I clear to all? Okay? Who is preparing it? A is preparing a document, an agreement. Okay? Stating that Mr. B has purchased this much goods for this much amount from A, and the payment will be done on so and so date. The date will also be fixed. So all the details will be written in this document. Clear to all? Okay. Now A, the seller, is preparing this document and it is given to the buyer B. B will read it, will understand that clearly, and B will put his signature on this document. Clear? And thus it becomes bill of exchange. It is actually a proof indicating that certain sales, credit sales has taken place between A and B. Okay. Now this document will be kept safely by Mr. A, the seller, and later on that particular date, the date on which the payment should be collected. Okay? On that date, A will take the document to B or ask the B to make the payment. Thus, B will make the payment. Clear? Yes or no? And that is called bills of exchange. Is it clear to all? Yes. Now I told you A is the seller, B is the buyer. Seller is preparing this document. Okay? And it is called bills of exchange. Suppose it is the buyer. Okay? Buyer is preparing the document. So how will it be? Like, I have purchased this much goods from Mr. A, the seller. That will be the way the document would be prepared. Correct? The buyer is preparing it. Then the same document is called as promissory note. Okay? Bill of exchange and promissory note. Now, my next question. A is selling goods to B. A is selling goods to B. So, A is the seller, B is the buyer. So, from A's point of view, okay, from A's point of view, who is A? Creditor or debtor? Think and tell me, please. My question is clear, no? A is the seller. Seller is selling goods to B. So my question is, from A's point of view, okay, looking from A, who is A? Debtor or creditor? Yes, Rahul. Louder.
Creditor.
Creditor. You're right. So what about B? Buyer. Buyer becomes the, if A is the creditor, what is B? B is the debtor. Okay? Okay. Now, for the bills of exchange, mainly we have two parties, that is drawer and drawee. Okay? Drawer and drawee. I am talking about bills of exchange. I am talking about bills of exchange. Mainly we have two, that is drawer and drawee. Drawer is the person who prepares the bill. One who prepares the bill. He is called the drawer. Okay? And one who accepts the bill, accept the bill is called the drawee. Clear? Drawer and drawee. Drawer is the one who prepares the bill, okay, and drawee is the person who accepts the bill. Okay, and there is one more person, okay, one more party called payee. Payee. Payee is the person to whom the payment should be done. Payment should be done. Suppose again, A is the drawer, one who prepares the bill. B is the drawee, one who accepts the bill. Okay, and A is asking B that you do one thing on the maturity date, that is on the date on which the payment should be done. The maturity date. On the maturity date, you make the payment to Mr. C. Another person. Okay? So that Mr. C becomes or is called payee. That is, B is going to make payment to Mr. C. So one who receives the payment is called payee. And if suppose A is asking B to make the payment to A itself, okay, then in that case drawer and payee becomes the same person. Am I clear? Drawer is the person who prepares the bill. Drawee is the person who accepts the bill. And payee is the person to whom the payment has to be done. And if suppose drawer says that the payment should be done to me, myself, that is to the drawer itself, then the drawer and payee will be the same person. Is it clear? Okay. So I just told you about bills of exchange. I just gave you the introduction of bills of exchange and the parties to bills of exchange. There are three parties: drawer, drawee and payee. Okay. Now, next concept is about the date of bill. Okay, regarding we are going to discuss about dates of the bill. If suppose the bill was prepared on 1st Jan, okay, on 1st Jan the bill is prepared and it is accepted on the same day. Okay, then it is called after date. Just note these words. Okay, it is prepared on 1st Jan and it is accepted on the same day. Suppose while preparing the bill, both A and B was present there. Both of them are there together. So A prepared the bill, B accepted it. Then we just have to consider the same date. That is called date of the bill or after date. Date of bill or after date. date of bill, or you will find a word after date. Wait, we'll do the problem, we'll see the questions, then you will understand more. Okay? Now, there is another date, that is date of acceptance. Acceptance. Date of acceptance. So, the first one is date of bill. Date of bill, and sometimes you will see the word after date. And the next one is date of acceptance. Date of acceptance means the date on which the B signs it, agrees the document. If suppose on 1st January, A prepared the bill, but B did not accept it. Okay? Only when B signs the document, then only the bill will be accepted. Am I clear? Okay. So, the bill reached Mr. B, the buyer, on 4th January. Okay? And on 4th January, B will read it and put the signature and accept it. That is called date of acceptance. Or for this, you will find another word, after sight. After sight. Clear? After sight. Please write these two terms and keep it ready. Date of bill, bracket, after date, and date of acceptance in the bracket after sight. Okay. Now the next thing is we are going to see the due date. Due date. Due date means the date on which the payment should be made. Due date. We are going to see how to find the date on which payment should be made by the buyer to the seller. Okay? For that, you can write something like a formula, that is date or date of acceptance. Date of bill or date of acceptance. Okay? Plus add plus period of bill. Period of bill. Again plus 3 days of grace. So, how to find the due date? Okay? Due date means the maturity date, the date on which we should give the payment to the seller. The buyer will make the payment to the seller. That is called the due date. So, suppose a bill is prepared by A. Okay, let's take it on January 1st. Okay, January 1st. And the seller says that, or they come to an agreement that, okay, you do one thing, you will make the payment after 3 months. Okay, after 3 months. So when did we prepare the bill? 1st January. 1st January. And the payment should be done after 3 months. So when should be the payment done? January 1. After 3 months, what will be the date? Calculate it. Use your fingers. January 1. January 1. Then February 1. January 1 is the date. So after 3 months. After January, February, March, April. Correct? April 1. You get it as April 1. Okay? So, I have written something here. Period of bill. Okay? I told you 1st January we have prepared a bill. Okay? And the payment should be done after 3 months. 3 months. So the period of the bill is for 3 months. And not only that, it is after, one more thing is there, that is 3 days of grace period. So according to this 3 months, the date falls on February, March, April. April 1st. Okay? April 1st. Plus 3 days. 3 days extra. Then what will be the date? April 1, and then after, correct Anish, it is April 4th. 4th April. So 1st Jan, then 1st January, after 3 months the date falls on April 1 plus 3 days of grace. This extra 3 days. 3 days. Then the due date is April 4th. Clear? April 4th. So the due date means it is not only, you should consider not only the period of bill, don't forget to add this 3 days of grace period. Clear? 3 days of grace period. So, let us sum up what we have discussed till now. Yes? Okay, Pranav, start. We started with bills of exchange. What was that?
When a buyer makes a purchase included.
Louder please.
When a buyer makes a purchase on credit, the seller will
The seller prepares a document, okay, an agreement regarding the payment, the details of the payment, which includes the details of the goods purchased, the amount to be given, and regarding the date, on which the date. Okay? After the document is prepared, what should be done? Rahul?
What, ma'am?
Once the document is prepared, okay, then what should be done next? A has prepared a document, okay, then what is the next thing?
Drawer.
Drawee. No.
Pay.
I'm asking. No. See, my question is, there is a credit sales A and B. Between A and B, there is a credit sales. A credit sales took place between A and B. So, for making the payment, A has prepared a document. A has prepared it. Document is prepared. So, next what should be done? This document should be accepted by B, the buyer. Okay? He should accept it. Acceptance, how is it done, Krishna?
Sign.
The buyer will sign it. The buyer will read the document and he'll put the signature. Thus, the bill becomes accepted. Okay? Then next, we spoke about the parties of bills of exchange. Who are they? Rose,
Drawer, drawee and pay.
drawer, drawee, pay. Very good. Who is the drawer, Pavitra?
One who prepares the bill.
One who prepares the bill is called the drawer. Who is the drawee? Akshay.
Drawer is the person who acts.
Who accepts the bill. And how about the payee? Aparna?
To whom the payment should be done.
The one who receives the payment. The one who receives the payment, to whom the payment should be done. And if suppose the payment should be done to the drawer itself, then what happens, Pavitra?
Drawer and pay are the same person.
Yes, drawer and payee becomes the same person. Then we spoke about the due date, calculation of due date. Okay? Anish, tell me, how do you find out the due date?
Ma'am, in the first January,
Louder.
1st Jan,
No. First Jan and all was an example. I just want the formula, not formula, how to calculate the due date.
date of bill or a date of acceptance of bill plus period of bill plus 3 days of grace.
3 days of grace, 3 extra days. That 3 extra days is called the grace period. Okay? Grace period. Grace period. Okay. Now, so till now it's clear. What is bill of exchange? Parties to bill of exchange. How to calculate due date. Clear now? Okay. Now, based on the details given in the question, we have calculated due date. Okay? Suppose we have calculated a due date. And this due date, suppose the due date falls on a holiday. If it is a calendar holiday, a public holiday, okay, then when will you make the payment? I hope it's clear. With this formula, we have calculated the due date, and this due date falls on a holiday, which is a calendar holiday, already declared holiday, public holiday or bank holiday. Then you should make the payment on the preceding day. Okay, if suppose it is on October 2nd, October 2nd is a public holiday, then what to do? The payment should be done on October 1st, the preceding day. Okay, clear? And suppose it is an unexpected holiday, an emergency holiday is declared. Okay, then what to do? Then the payment should be done on the very next day, the succeeding day. If it is an already declared holiday, the payment will be done the preceding day. We know that it is a holiday, By checking the calendar, we come to know that it is a holiday already declared. But if the date falls on an unexpected holiday, okay, emergency holiday declared, then the payment we'll do it on the very next day. Okay, so I stop with this. We'll continue in the next session. Okay, see you in the next session. Thank you.